Ladies and gentlemen, call this house back into order. Okay, before we get too deep into the woods here, Gwen is looking for somebody that's lost a coat. She picked up a coat last night at Little America. She said it either belongs to a representative, a senator, or potentially a lobbyist, but she's got it here and it's not hers. And so if somebody's missing a coat, or if you hear through the grapevine that somebody is looking for a piece of apparel, and if they can describe it, she will give it back. And if not, she's gonna keep it and wear it. So, yeah. It was a mink stole, wasn't it? No, not a mink stole. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at that order of business of, Representative Singh, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Privilege of the floor.
Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you all to Matthew Fields and the 4-H robotics members of Laramie County. They'll be coming in from the West Gallery. Folks, we have a special guest, so please welcome the 4-H members of the robotics of Laramie County.
Hello, we are the Circuit Breakers team 21618 from here in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and this is our robot Blackout. So our team is one of the only 4-H teams here in Wyoming. I'm Jacob.
I'm Carl.
I'm Isaac. Finn.
So, like I said, this is our robot Blackout. We built him from complete scratch. It took us about 4 months. And yeah, so some of the things that we were really excited was starting a robotics team. But why did we start a robotics team? Well, it was mostly to get STEM here into Wyoming. And you might be wondering, well, why would we want STEM in Wyoming? So a lot of our jobs nowadays involve tech, whether it be AI or it be working the servers that make everything work. So the problem is that a lot of today's youth don't really know how stuff works, which sounds weird, but it is true. So our hope is to get youth interested and excited about robotics so that they can have a passion to build up everything. And it's amplified here in Wyoming. So here in Wyoming, we like to do a lot of things the old-fashioned way. But it doesn't help us move forward. So our hope is to get the youth excited about STEM, get them interested, and we can have Wyoming be a tech state, which would be really exciting. This would mean that our economy would move forward 10 times faster. We could do so much more. So that is our hope today. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
one of our current projects is the 9H project. So with STEM, it's hard to move from, say, little Lego robots, which is where we all started, to big metal robots like this. But once you get past this, which is about ages 12 to 18, where do you go? Well, we've found and we've partnered with a company called 9H, which takes kids, usually around 12 to 18, and gets them moving forward. So currently, our team is doing a project where we have these giant stock tanks that cows drink from. The problem is, I think you all know about the nice balmy weather here in Wyoming. It gets very cold, so the stock tanks constantly freeze. Well, ranches can be miles long, and not just like 2 or 3 miles, 50 miles, 100 miles, depending on what owns the ranch. So these farmers or ranchers are going out to these stock tanks, driving there all day, driving back, and then being exhausted. So that means that they spend less time working on their cows or with anything, and more time driving around doing stock tanks. Our estimates was they spend about 3-5 hours driving around a day just checking stock tanks. So what if they could look at their phone and see an app that told them how deep each one was? So that's our current project, is telling them, well, how full is it? And this is just one example of many projects we could be working on. But yeah, thank you.
Representative Thayer,
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Privilege of the floor.
please.
Yes, I'd like to also announce that we have a large group up in the galleries. I was able to listen to Spare Parts Team. They'd like to stand, the 4 of them, and they... And all the rest of the kids could please stand that have...
Thank you, young people, and welcome to the House. And as artificial intelligence technology moves forward, we like to see you guys continue to develop this, because you know what that requires? More electricity. And you know what Wyoming does? We make electricity. And so you guys continue to keep us and our industries at work. And so please continue to work on technology and move us ahead so that we can be the leader nation and worldwide in making sure that we take good care of our people and have jobs and continue to push forward in all the opportunities that this provides for this nation. So thank you for being here, and thank you for your work. Okay, any other members want to have something from the floor? Nope, okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go back into some, let's see, what's that? Representative Brown, Gary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Privilege of the floor.
Please.
Mr. Speaker, I'd like to have the members look in our West Gallery. We have with us members of the Casper Civil Air Patrol with us this afternoon. So please welcome them to the House.
Thank you for being here. Thank you, Representative Brown. Appreciate that. Welcome to the House. Glad to have you. Okay, we have messages from the Senate.
Message number 488. Mr. Speaker, the Senate did concur on House amendments to the bill listed below by the vote indicated. Senate File 44, Fairness in Sports, Intercollegiate Athletics. Ayes 23, noes 8. Message 489. Mr. Speaker, Senate File 169, Strategic Investments and Projects Account Repeal. The Senate failed to concur on House amendments to the bill listed below or listed above by the vote indicated. Ayes 1, noes 30. Message 490. Mr. Speaker, Senate File 153, Residential Real Property Taxable Value. The Senate failed to concur on House amendments to the bill listed above by the vote indicated. Ayes 7, noes 24. Message 491. Mr. Speaker, the Senate appointed Senate conferees to meet with a like committee number 1 from the House on amendments to Senate File 153. The Senate conferees are Senator Barlow, Chairman, Senator Case, Senator McEwen. Message 492. Mr. Speaker, the Senate appointed Senate conferees to meet with a like committee number 1 from the House on amendments to Senate File 169. The Senate conferees are Senator Hicks, Chairman, Senator Rothfuss, Senator Smith. Sincerely, Ellen Thompson, Senate Chief Clerk.
All right. Okay, we've got some concurrence requests, and then we do have some more enrolled acts, I do believe. Do you want to do the enrolled acts or concurrences first? Enrolled acts? Okay. Keep losing my pens. Did you steal it? It's all right, we got more. All right, we are at that order of business of signing of enrolled acts. First enrolled act for our consideration is House Enrolled Act number 73.
House Enrolled Act number 73, being original House Bill 32. An act relating to common law, statutes and rules of construction, specifying definitions and standards for the application of a person's biological sex in law, rules or regulations providing for the law to distinguish between accommodations for males and females, requiring the collection of vital statistics and other data to identify persons as male or female at birth, and providing for an effective date, being enacted by the legislature of the state of Wyoming.
I am about to sign Enrolled Act number 73, having been original House Bill 32. I have so signed. Congratulations, Representative Lean. Next enrolled act for our consideration, Enrolled Act number 74.
House Enrolled Act number 74, being original House Bill 164. An act relating to professions and occupations, authorizing prescribers to prescribe medications for off-label indication as specified, authorizing pharmacists to dispense medications for off-label indication as specified, providing prescribers and pharmacies immunity from disciplinary action as specified, providing definitions, requiring rulemaking, and providing for an effective date, being enacted by the legislature of the state of Wyoming.
I am about to sign Enrolled Act number 74, having been original House Bill 164. I have so signed. Congratulations, Representative Brown. Gary. Next enrolled act for our consideration, Enrolled Act number 75.
House Enrolled Act number 75, being original House Bill 259. An act relating to school building and facility projects, providing for appropriations for the remainder of the fiscal biennium commencing July 1st, 2024, and ending June 30th, 2026, specifying conditions for expenditures, reappropriating funds, requiring a study and reporting, and providing for an effective date, being enacted by the legislature of the state of Wyoming.
I am about to sign Enrolled Act number 75, having been original House Bill 259. I have so signed. Next Enrolled Act 76.
House Enrolled Act number 76, being original House Bill 133. An act relating to administration of government, prohibiting the implementation of immigration sanctuary policies by cities, towns, counties, and the state, prohibiting the designation of sanctuary cities, towns, counties, and state, creating a new felony offense, providing penalties, providing definitions, making conforming amendments, and providing for an effective date, being enacted by the legislature of the state of Wyoming.
I am about to sign Enrolled Act number 76, having been original House Bill 133. I have so signed. Congratulations, Representative Guggenmoss. Next Enrolled Act for our consideration, number 77.
House Enrolled Act number 77, being original House Bill 137, an act relating to the revision of statutes and other legislative enactments, correcting statutory references and language resulting from inadvertent errors and omissions in previously adopted legislation, amending obsolete references and providing for an effective date, being enacted by the legislature of the state of Wyoming.
I'm about to sign Enrolled Act number 77, having been original House Bill 137. I have so signed. Okay. Does that? Next, we can move on to some concurrences. We got to sign some joint conference committees. Okay. Members, we're looking at message number 489. This is in regards to Senate File 169, Strategic Investments and Projects Accounts Repeal. Representative Baer, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move message number 489, originally Senate File 169, Strategic Investments and Projects Account Repeal, and request a conference committee be assigned.
Thank you, Chairman Baer. Conference committee will be Baer, Angelos, and Washit. Washit will be chairing the conference committee. Next message for our consideration, 490. This is in regards to Senate File 153, Residential Real Property Taxable Value. Representative Locke, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move message 490 for Senate File 153 and ask that a JCC team for the House be assigned.
Thank you, Chairman Locke. The committee will be made up of Chairman as Locke, Heiner, and Kelly. Okay, what else we got going here? All right, well, I would love to tell you that clears the deck and you can go home, but there's not a lot else to do right now. So you're gonna have to just stand at ease until something else shakes loose, unless the chief clerk comes up with something amazing for us to do. It's called a privilege of the floor. If you, would you like a moment? Well, Representative Straub,
Can I have a moment?
please.
Thank you, Speaker. Honestly, what I wanted to do is just thank everybody. I came down here with a very heavy heart. We've been working on, with the irrigation and the dam and really fighting since October. And I just want to tell you, and thank you for listening to me. Many of you spent time me pouring out my heart and then explaining the situation. And I just really wanted to thank the body without going to each of you. And just thanking you for that care. And then when there were questions, you were willing to say, hey, is this going to hurt you? Is it going to hurt your family? How's this going to help or how is it not? And I just wanted to thank you for that. It has been a longer year for that reason. We just left not knowing how the next few years are going to be and what's going to pan out. And so I just wanted to thank you for that kindness. And I felt like a lot of my time was spent maybe worrying a little more than I needed to, but just spending a lot of my extra time on trying to find out what was best. So really it was just wanted to, from my heart, thank you all. And it's a great body to work with. And thank you for your love and support. So.
Representative Larson, we're at ease. Yes, sir. Till the sound of the gavel, we'll stand at ease. On a hill far away. No, really, on a hill, far away from here. Yeah, we'll check back in here with you guys. 3 o'clock, what's it got? Got nothing here, I can't even see a clock here. Oh, yeah, 2:30. So the House will stand at ease until 3 PM. Representative Brown, or Johnson? Oh, 2 months,
Yeah,
and I
that-
still can't get you guys
Thank you,
sorted out.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Privilege of the floor.
Please proceed.
I have my wonderful wife, my bride, love of my life, and my fishing partner in the South Gallery here. And I'd like to stand up and welcome her to the 68.
House will come to order. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Representative Washut, do you have something amazing for us, sir?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Your Joint Conference Committee on Senate File 169 will meet this afternoon at 4 o'clock in W110 to discuss the bill.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman Locke, you have a conference committee time? If you do.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Absolutely.
There will be a conference committee on message number 490 for Senate File 153 tomorrow morning in W110 at 0900.
Okay, anything else? All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct honor and privilege to be able to introduce some people that we cannot function here without. And so if you guys,
You tell me now, it might be closer to 5 before you can, so I might need to refresh that.
that's fine, I'll have you.
I think we ought to have them sing happy birthday.
To who? You tell them, you go down there and tell them. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, you hear a lot about human beings, but I'm going to show you a group of human doings. These folks right here are the machine that makes this process work. These are the people that when I'm coming into this building at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, they're already here, Ms. Nord and others that are traveling up and down these halls. They're making it so that we can function. And I can guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, for any of you out there that think that you could do this without them, you are sorely mistaken. This group of people right here is what make us successful. They provide all of our things that we need, and they make sure that we are the most effective legislature in the United States of America. And that's the House, the 68th legislature, and it's due to these people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to announce your names. For those of you that may not know, because some of these folks down here, you don't always get to see, and you may not know who they are, but I think it's important that you know who their names are. So when you have your name called, I'd like for you to raise your hand at the very least or step forward. Yes, that's you too, sir, right here in the middle. You're going to have to raise your hand. Chief Clerk, you may know her, you may not know her, but if I know her, she's incredible. Katie Talbot. Assistant Chief Clerk, new, and she's added to the staff here, and if you think that she's just holding down that chair, you're full of wind. She's been an incredible help up here on this thing, making this whole thing flow. Debbie Anderson. Some people call him John, some people call him the voice. Mr. John Anderson is our reading clerk. John Earnshaw. The lady that says it's okay to go live, our computer floor clerk, Chris Carlson. Our journal clerk, and you don't see her, she's seldom out front, Miss Gwen Vines. if you ever get a chance to come up and look at her trash can up here, this is the confetti businesswoman you will ever see in your life. Do you know what she does? She goes through all of this and she cuts all these and pastes. She's your journal. She's the one that she keeps official record of everything we do. And this is all into perpetuity. She's responsible for that. Right there she is. Next, I'd like to introduce you to Miss, well, I almost said her name. Virginia Clark. She's my Rebecca. So the first day when I was here, she wanted to know if she could keep my water jug full. And I said, well, you're like Rebecca. Think of it from the Rebecca and Isaac. She brought water to Isaac. Well, evidently she has a granddaughter that's named Rebecca. And so, but she makes sure that takes care of here, and she's the messenger that makes sure that this runs quickly and goes back and forth between us and the Senate. We also have Heather Hunter. She's our attorney secretary. Heather stays right back in the corner, right back in here, works in the bullpen. And our page, Patty Mangini. There she is. She's making sure that you can keep quick and clear communication with all those folks that are trying to get your attention from out there in Ambush Alley. Okay. All right, next was the Majority Leadership Secretary, Ms. Carol Clark. I cannot say enough about Ms. Clark. She is a former principal, and she had a job for her dealing with me. So that is just, she's awesome. She makes me look good and keeps me on time and keeps me organized. And Tony Locke, that framed picture right there, give you an idea what this lady did. She went for me and got that frame, put that together for you, brought it here, went to open the back of it, and that, I don't know where she got it from, but it wasn't put together super well, and it broke apart. This lady went home at noon, got her hot glue gun, came back, fixed that for you so that you would have that. And so that's the kind of lady she is. Your staff supervisor is none other than the one and only Clarissa Nord. And I would ask if anybody can do this, please tell me, raise your hand if you've ever met her anywhere that she is not smiling. Ever. Okay, that's what I thought. Nobody has never seen this young lady not smiling. And that's what she brings to all of us. She brings a pleasant, refreshing person to the day everywhere she has, and she does a tremendously professional job. Our number one committee clerk, Pierre Chenise. I'm just thrilled I could say your name. I just think that's so cool that I could say your name. He takes care of my good judiciary number one, Art Washett's committee, and looks after us and does a phenomenally professional job. Thank you, Pierre. Our appropriations number two is, Jackie Childress. Where's Jackie? There's Jackie. She's the lady that raises her eyebrow every time she sees our appropriations chair with yet another Red Bull walking into the room up there. She's looking for an IV set up for him. I don't know if she's found that yet or not, but she's still on the lookout for that. Our revenue number three chair secretary is Donna Shippen. Is Shippen? And Donna also works on our select committees because I worked with Donna when she's on select water, so she carries multiple hats, and so she takes good care of us. Education, Ashley Phillips. Thank you so much, Ashley. And she's always willing to help, and she's just fantastic. Agriculture, Mark Knotts. There's our Mark. There's our Mark. Thank you for putting up with us, Mark. Appreciate it. Travel, Tanner Weekly. There he is. The guy that walked in. He must like you or something like that. This is the guy that come in and he's like, stand in the middle, he turns around, we're gonna announce, he's like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Not gonna do that. Corporations, Matthew Patry. Where's Matthew? There he is. I met Matthew, Lily Sharp. She just left us here just the other day. She was, when we were down there at a conference committee, and she was her last day, was Lily. This is the new Lily, because she took care of her position. No kidding. That guy right there, that's Matthew. So gonna do a phenomenal job for us. He's already doing that. Transportation, Donna Shippen again. Number 9 Minerals, Mark Knotts again. Number 10, and our Labor Secretary, Clayton Caldwell. Thank you, Clayton. Now, you're throwing away most of what this woman's been doing for the course of the last 40 days. The copy center clerk, Sandy Dent, she's been making all your copies, keeping you guys in. Not here right now. She's the lady that's, you guys are throwing all those bills away. And by the way, please don't plug up this gold receptacle out here. Anyway, we'll go into that later. Sergeant at Arms, Rick Kessler. He's the guy that screams roll call and keeps us all in line and makes sure that no riffraff makes it into this chamber, and he's done a fantastic job. I wasn't going to say that, but thank you, Rick. Our doorman, Ed Mangini, upper. Ed's up in the gallery, and you may know this is Patty Mangini's better half. So, doorman for the chamber here is Paul Edner, right here in front, working with Rick. Okay, thank you, Paul, for joining us this go around. Hospitality in the mornings. You all know who this is. Helen Lovett. And by the way, the pumpkin, yeah, you got that down pat. Fantastic. Thank you. We love it. How funny. Afternoons is Virginia Spindler. Virginia's kind enough that Helen sees us at our best when we're first here in the morning, ready to rock and roll. Sometimes Virginia sees us at our worst when we're had a full day. So she's been very, very good for us and taking good care of us. Also, somebody that makes this thing work is Mr. Jamie Schwab. His is the name that I hear uttered when things don't work out here. Jamie. That's all I hear. You can't hear it, but I hear Jamie, and out he shoots like a shot out of a cannon to fix his thing and get her rocking and rolling on the roll calls and stuff like that. Now, there's some people down here that are not willing to come out and be acknowledged. I don't know whether they're afraid or what, but the reality of it is we've got Anna, and these are our bullpen. Anna. She's in our bullpen back there. These are the ladies and gentlemen that when you guys have some really incredible idea to make a piece of legislation even more awesome than it probably already was, these are the folks that make it happen for you. We've got Anna, Talise, Josh, and Tamara. Yep, make sure and yell loud enough they can hear you. Oh, they're coming out. They're coming out. There we go. Anna, Talise, Josh Anderson, and Tamara Rivale. In case you couldn't tell it, we love you and we appreciate you all. You guys are what makes this thing work, as I've already said. We could not do this without you, any of you. And so just understand and know that. Thank you very much. Nope, 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 don't you do it. Okay, you got to go down the aisles. You got to. We got 2 aisles, there's plenty of room. Make your way down and let these people know how much they appreciate you. Thank you guys again. Ladies and gentlemen, the House will be at ease until the sound of the gavel. Yeah, just kind of be coming back through and check in with us in about 30 minutes. We'll see what's going on. We're waiting on the Senate, ladies and gentlemen, to see what they've got going for us. The House will come to order. Ladies and gentlemen, we have some things that have accumulated here a little bit to try to have some items that we need to go over. We've got a couple of enrolled acts. We've got a concurrence joint conference committee report here. And then we've also got a committee that needs to be assigned. We'll see what the Senate does on that. But we are at that order. Do you want to do enrolled acts first, or what would you guys like to do? What are you ready for? Enrolled acts? Enrolled acts, okay. We are at that order of business of enrolled acts. First enrolled act for our consideration is House Enrolled Act number 78. Read it, clerk.
House Enrolled Act number 78 being original House Bill 246, an act relating to legal time and holidays, designated Wyoming Wednesday as the state-recognized commemorative day to be observed as specified, and providing for an effective date, being enacted by the legislature of the state of Wyoming.
I'm about to sign Enrolled Act number 78, having been original House Bill number 246. I have so signed. Congratulations, Representative Stivar. Next we have is a Senate Enrolled Act number 94.
Senate Enrolled Act number 94 being original Senate File 44, an act relating to education, requiring students at the University of Wyoming and Wyoming community colleges to compete in intercollegiate athletic competitions based on their biological sex, providing definitions and providing for an effective date, being enacted by the legislature of the state of Wyoming.
I'm about to sign Enrolled Act number 94, having been original Senate File 44. I have so signed. Okay. Messages from the Senate.
Message number 493. Mr. Speaker, Senate File 17, Carbon Dioxide Enhanced Oil Recovery Stimulus. The Senate adopted the Joint Conference Committee number 1 report on the bill listed above by the vote indicated. Ayes 27, noes 4. Message 494. Mr. Speaker, House Bill 194, false voting amendments. The Senate failed to adopt the Joint Conference Committee number 1 report on the bill listed above by the vote indicated. Ayes 14, noes 17. The Senate requests the House to appoint a new conference committee to meet with the like committee from the Senate. Sincerely, Ellen Thompson, Senate Chief Clerk.
Thank you, reading clerk. Now we'll move on to some concurrences or some, request to concur. We are at that order of business of bills, request to concur with Senate amendments to House bills. First message for our consideration is message number, the note here, 493 in regards to Senate File 17. Representative Majority Leader Heiner, please.
Mr. Speaker, thank you. I move message number 493 was the original Senate File number 17, Carbon Dioxide Enhanced Oil Recovery Stimulus. And I recommend your approval of the Joint Conference Committee outcome. Members, you remember what this bill does is it provides an incentive program to further develop our enhanced oil recovery here within the state. And we added an amendment in this chamber to require that $10 million of our energy matching fund be utilized for the design of a new coal-fired power plant in Wyoming. Now, you don't always have to put things like that in statute, but sometimes you can work out a deal as you work on putting things like that in statute. And that's what happened. Because of that amendment, we were able to reach an agreement with the organization that stewards our energy matching funds. We got them together with one of these companies that want to build a new coal-fired power plant, and they come to an agreement. And it's off and running. So with that, we don't need this amendment in this bill any longer. And we met as a joint conference committee with our fellow legislators from down the other side of the building and decided that we could remove this amendment. It has no need to be in the statute at this point. So I recommend an aye vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Majority Leader. Any discussion? Question being called. We are voting on motion to concur with Senate amendments Senate File Number 17. A majority of the elected members is required. Chief Clerk, please call the roll.
Allemand. Andrew. Angelos. Banks. Bear. Brady. Bratton. Brown Gary. Brown Landon. Byron. Campbell Elisa. Campbell Kevin. Chestick. Clouston. Connolly. Davis. Eklund. Erickson. Filer. Geringer. Guggenmoss. Haroldson. Harshman. Heiner. Heft. Jarvis. Johnson. Kelly. Knapp. Larson Lloyd. Larson JT. Lawley. Lean. Locke. Lucas. McCann. Nicholas. Ottman. Pendergraft. Posey. Provenza. Riggins. Rodriguez Williams. Schmid. Sherwood. Singh. Smith. Storer. Strock. Stivar. Tarver. Thayer. Washat. Wasserberger. Webb. Weber. Worf. Williams. Winter. Wiley. Yin. Mr. Speaker, are there any changes? Are there any changes? Closing vote. Vote closed. 55 aye, 3 no, 4 excused.
By your vote, you have voted to concur with Senate amendments to Senate File Number 17. I guess it would be House amendments to Senate File 17. Okay, I think that holds, let's see, we don't have anything else. We're still waiting for some more stuff to come over unless the Chief Clerk has something. Okay, we have one other one here as a joint conference committee report. Message number 494. The second committee, the committee could not come to a determination, so we're going to appoint a free committee on this in regards to House Bill 154, false voting amendments. From our side, that free committee we will appoint is Bear, Chairman, Locke, and Lean. Bear, Locke, and Lean to that free committee in regards to House Bill 154. Okay, and I think that everything is hold here for a little bit. The House will stand at ease until the sound of the gavel. All the senators have to clear the floor. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the House will come back to order. We are ready to have a motion from the good, I'll just give you a little bit of insight before we go any further. Ladies and gentlemen, our members from the West have finished, they've adjourned out, but we've got quite a volume of paperwork that has to come. We've got some overrides and things that they've sent to us. We will take care of those things in the morning. That will give us an opportunity for our staff up here in front to be able to put this all together and in a timely fashion so that we're ready to go in the morning for it. So we don't have anything before us right now. If you guys wanted to wait, we could be back in here about 6, maybe 7 o'clock. Otherwise, my preference would be let these folks work. We'll come back in the morning and complete this project. So unless somebody throws a fit and wants to kick something over, good majority floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I move that the House adjourn until 10 a.m. tomorrow, Thursday, March 6th.
Any committee announcements? Any announcements of JCCs, anything like that? Chairman Winter.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Ag Committee will be meeting with the Laramie County FFA group to listen to their presentation for the contest that they're going to be involved in soon. And that will be in room 3 downstairs at 8 o'clock.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Chairman Winter. Any other announcements? Any joint conference committees, anything? Good. Word what? Locke? I seen him come shooting through here. There, he's in the back. I saw a piece of him. Oh, okay. Chairman Locke, do you have an announcement you'd like to make? Anything you'd like to share with us? We're good. Yep, yep. Chairman Locke's going to come back with a very exciting announcement for the body. Going to give him a chance to stage all that and get it ready. Chairman Locke, whatever your joint conference committee is and when you're going to meet and where.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We will have a joint conference committee tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock in W110, and that's for message number 490 for Senate File 153, residential real property taxable value.
Thank you, Chairman. Any other announcements? Going once? Going twice? Sold. You have heard the majority floor leader's motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. All those opposed, no. The House will stand adjourned until, did you say 10 a.m.? Tomorrow. That's no kidding, 10 a.m., the 37th day of session of March the 6th, 2025. Good night, everyone. Have a good evening. See you in the morning.